No, 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 no. Today's issue doesn't have anything to do with Fansao. It would be better known as what we know and what we don't about Bruce Lee's path. Hello, everyone. This is Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Rebel. Welcome to the I Love Jeet Kune broadcast number 348, the one about the Jeet Kune speculation trap. As you're logging in, if you'd be kind enough to say where you're logging in from, hit the like button. Feel free to continue doing so throughout the broadcast. If you're catching the simulcast over on the YouTube, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well. But of course, the best thing you can do is to share this video and spread the word about the I Love Jeet Kune broadcast. Right? Okay, so we're delving into something that I see way too often in discussions about Bruce Lee, right? The endless speculation about where he would have gone, what he might have done, would he have shifted his training style, would he have opened more schools, would he have quit martial art altogether, right? And these are frankly questions that we cannot answer. But so many people still spend their time and their energy on these theories, and often it ends up with more division than understanding. So here's why I'm going to share with you why I think this kind of thing is this kind of speculation is a trap, right? Because we get more value from studying what Bruce Lee actually taught, and from integrating his messages and his principles into what we ourselves are doing. So by looking at what he did leave us, we can find guidance without falling into somebody called it the endless spiral of what ifs. Right now, it is completely understandable why people want to imagine what Bruce Lee might have done. I mean, international superstar, come on, right? Left us far too soon. And even the mystery surrounding his life, right? And his ambitions, these are the things that invite those aforementioned endless what ifs. So it's easy to be drawn into the speculation. People, this is something that we've talked about. People want to be connected, right, to as stellar an individual as Bruce Lee. They want to be connected to his vision. So they want to imagine how his work might have evolved. But we'll never know, no matter how deeply or maybe not so deeply we analyze his actions and his words. And that's okay, right? The thought of what he might have accomplished is captivating. But instead of turning like to guesswork, well, this guy hung out with him at the latter stage or later stage, so this guy is probably the best one for whatever. Let's recognize that sometimes, not always, but sometimes this kind of speculation actually draws us away from Bruce Lee's actual teachings, and it leads us to focus on imaginary scenarios that just kind of make you feel good rather than building on a solid foundation or what have you. So instead of asking what Bruce Lee might have done, let's ask instead, what can we do with what he left us? Because Bruce Lee gave us infinitely more than just techniques and infinitely more than just theories. He left principles that, when truly understood, go beyond the physical. Bruce Lee, for example, was a harbinger of exploration, right? Encouraging everyone to explore, to examine, to question within and outside the parameters of what existed in martial art, but also within yourself. The Jeet Kune philosophy, like Bruce Lee said, all knowledge ultimately is self-knowledge, right? So whether in movement or thought, Bruce Lee laid out the core concepts: simplicity, adaptability, removal of excess, aka the daily diminishing. And these are the kinds of things that we have to work with, right? Bruce Lee wanted people to be in the moment, to use my friend Doc's good phrase, right? To be realistic, not to be bogged down by illusions and that type of thing. So instead of wondering about Bruce Lee's hypothetical future, think instead about how his teachings can shape your own growth. You know, I think that this is why, and correct me if I'm wrong on this in the comments, guys, but I think this is why the Bruce Lee estate, Shannon Lee, and those people moved away from the martial aspect and instead present Bruce Lee as a thought leader, because there's a lot there in that approach. I happen to think that we should work on combining the two because, like Bruce Lee himself said, everything that he has achieved has come to him out of martial art. So I don't see a need for myself to separate the martial from the spiritual or philosophical or what have you. So, but that again comes from following Bruce Lee's example and asking questions, questioning everything, asking questions. So I think it was in Tim Tackett and Chris Kent's book. It's not just about asking questions, it's about when you get answers, question the answers as well, so that you're constantly seeking to refine, right? So it boils down to this: how can we apply the lessons that we have gotten from Bruce Lee? Linda Codwell, she has a quote that's about memorizing and regurgitating Bruce Lee's words. That's not how you increase your own intelligence. Instead, you want to adapt Bruce Lee's thoughts and his actions. Adapting his thoughts and his actions, that's what gives life to his words. So it's not just knowing, oh, he said this and he said that. And by the way, now I'll do this as a separate post right when I'm done, right? So let me close this up. Bruce Lee's legacy, an invitation to explore, an approach, not a prescription. You know, the whole Jeet Kune is a process, not a product thing. So an approach, not a prescription. So the next time, and it'll probably be tomorrow, that we see somebody, they start speculating on what Bruce Lee might have done or might not have done. Simply remember to say to them, none of us can know for sure, but that's okay. What he left us is more than enough, which is why some people would say you don't need to study other arts. Ha ha ha, see what I did there, right? But seriously, the governing principles of JKD are things that are to be absorbed and integrated and not to be dissected, I guess, in search of an alternate history, right? So let go of that urge to speculate, right? And instead focus intently on how you can honor the legacy that he left us. Use his teachings to guide your own path, not because you can't follow his path, but you can use his teachings to guide your own path, to cultivate your own self-awareness, right? And essentially to grow in the way that only you can, right? So that's it for me for today. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. That's all I'm going to say in this video. You guys know where I'm at. I believe it's important to blend, right, the philosophical with the physical, because Bruce Lee himself said it's not hard style versus soft style, right? It is the complementary halves of two wholes. So you guys let me know what you think about that. And before I do this separate post, you tell me, which quote do you think, right? Quote assigned to Bruce Lee. There's a trick in there. Is best representative of the Jeet Kune approach? What Bruce Lee quote? And you get no marks for saying be like water, okay? No marks for saying be like water. That's too easy. But what quote do you think best exemplifies the Jeet Kune philosophy, All right. Let me know in the comments below. That's all I'm going to say in this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, subscribe, hit the notification bell as well. Follow me on Twitter at Dwight Woods and on Instagram at Dwight D. Woods. At paypal.me/unifiedma Miami, paypal.me/unifiedma Miami. The Jeet Kune Journey Volume 1, raw but edited version is available. paypal.me/unifiedma Miami. Coming up in a couple of months here in Miami will be Titans of Jeet Kune. Go to titansofjeetkuneo.com for all the information. And that's it. I mean, you know when it is, you know how much it costs, right? Just go to titansofjkd.com and get on the ball, right? I will not tell you about going to jkdrebel.com because all of that stuff has been pulled down probably until the new year, and then we will relaunch with like a massive store and all kinds of other goodies or what have you. So for now, jkdrebel.com is on the what do you call it? Is on the mute, right? Okay, so that's it for today. Today is a blue day. There you go, right? We are supposed to be on the road this weekend, so I do not have an episode of the Jeet Kune Dialogues booked for Friday, but we'll be back in action next week, and I'll let you know who's going to make their appearance on the show. It'll be a good one, though. I can promise you that. So until then, this is Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Rebel, signing off. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care. Talk soon.